You've probably heard this one since you were a kid. Drink your milk if you want strong bones. Parents, teachers, even cartoon cows have been preaching this like it's the 11th commandment. And for years, most of us believed it. Because who are we to question that smiling glass of milk in every childhood commercial, right? But now that we're older and, hopefully, wiser, it's fair to ask, do we really need milk to build strong bones? Or is this one of those health myths that got overhyped by a clever marketing campaign? Let's find out right here on History of Food. The "milk makes bones strong" slogan didn't just pop out of nowhere. It actually has roots in nutrition science and a bit of smart advertising. Back in the early 20th century, milk was promoted as a cheap source of nutrients for growing children. It was rich in calcium, vitamin D when fortified, and protein, all things that do contribute to bone health. So technically, the message wasn't entirely false. It's just that it got simplified over time. Somewhere along the way, milk contains nutrients that help bones turned into, you'll have weak, brittle bones if you don't drink milk every day. Which, spoiler alert, isn't true for everyone. Before we start throwing milk cartons out the window, let's talk about what bones actually need. Your bones are living tissues that constantly rebuild themselves. They need 3 major nutrients to stay strong. First, calcium, the main mineral that gives bones their structure. Second, vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium effectively. And lastly, protein, that supports the bone matrix and overall structure. Now here's the twist. Milk does have all 3. Calcium, check. Protein, check. Vitamin D, check if it's fortified. But milk isn't the only source. Your body doesn't have a milk detector that says, oh, this calcium came from a cow, let's build extra strong bones today. No, calcium from broccoli or tofu works just as well. Your bones don't care about the brand. Let's bring in the scientists, shall we? Several studies have actually looked into this. One large-scale Harvard study followed more than 70,000 women over 18 years. They found no significant link between higher milk intake and lower risk of bone fractures. That's right. Drinking more milk didn't necessarily mean stronger bones. In fact, another study in Sweden found something even more surprising. People who drank a lot of milk actually had more fractures and even higher mortality rates. The researchers suspected that certain compounds in milk, like D-galactose, could increase inflammation and oxidative stress when consumed in large amounts. Now, that doesn't mean milk is dangerous, but it does show that more milk doesn't automatically mean better bones. Just like going to the gym every day doesn't mean you'll instantly get abs. There's a limit to what the body needs. Let's be honest. Milk's reputation didn't just come from nutritionists. It came from decades of brilliant marketing. Remember the Got Milk campaign? Those milk mustaches on celebrities? That wasn't science. That was strategy. The dairy industry spent millions promoting milk as an essential food group, especially to parents who wanted the best for their kids. It was brilliant psychology. Strong bones equals milk equals good parenting. And it worked. But in many parts of the world, people grow up with strong bones without drinking a single glass of milk. In countries like Japan and China, traditional diets include little to no dairy, yet they have lower rates of osteoporosis compared to Western countries. How? Because they get calcium and vitamin D from other sources like fish, leafy greens, tofu, and sunlight. And here's where things get a bit uncomfortable. Literally. About 65% of the world's population is lactose intolerant. That means most people can't digest lactose, the sugar in milk, properly. Drinking milk for these folks doesn't result in strong bones. It results in strong regret. bloating, gas, cramps, you name it. So imagine telling billions of people that milk is essential when their bodies are basically saying, no thanks, we're not built for that. This isn't a flaw, it's actually normal biology. Humans didn't evolve to drink milk beyond infancy. The ability to digest lactose as an adult is a relatively recent genetic adaptation that mainly developed in populations that domesticated cattle. So in a way, needing milk as an adult is the exception, not the rule. So for those who have lactose intolerance, what are the alternatives? Good news, there are plenty. For calcium, you can go for leafy greens like kale, bok choy, and spinach. Tofu made with calcium sulfate, almonds and sesame seeds, sardines and salmon with bones. Yep, you can eat the soft bones, they're calcium gold. And fortified plant-based milks, like soy, oat, or almond milk. And for vitamin D, your best source is still sunlight. Just 10 to 20 minutes a few times a week can do wonders, especially in sunny countries. But if you're always indoors or live in a cloudy region, vitamin D supplements or fortified foods can help too. The point is, you can build strong bones without ever touching cow's milk. Now, before the milk lovers panic, I'm not saying milk is evil. If you enjoy milk and your stomach doesn't start a protest every time you drink it, go ahead. It's a good source of protein, calcium, and other nutrients. But it should be one option, not the only option. What matters more for your bones is your overall diet and lifestyle. Exercise, especially weight-bearing activities like walking, running, or strength training, does more for your bones than milk ever could. Your bones need stress to grow stronger, not just calcium. So if you're drinking a glass of milk while sitting all day, that calcium isn't going to magically turn into bone armor. Your skeleton needs movement to stay tough. So do we really need milk for strong bones? The short answer, no, not necessarily, but it helps, if you like it and can tolerate it. It's one tool in the nutrition toolbox, not the ultimate solution. Strong bones come from balance, eating nutrient-rich foods, getting sunlight, exercising, and giving your body what it needs in moderation. So, whether you're team dairy or team plant-based, remember this: strong bones aren't built by milk alone. They're built by lifestyle. Now, excuse me while I make myself a smoothie, with almond milk, of course. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.